Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, LaWanda Renee Be Inspired. It is good to see you once again. Listen, today's topic is going to be on when do you know that you have healed? So how do you know, and when do you know? After a period of time of investing in yourself and dissecting your past and finding out what it is about yourself that you would like to change. Time has gone on and you have done whatever it is that you have set in place to do for yourself. Whether it's self-help or professional help that you decided to go with. How do you know that you are ready to jump back in life itself? Whether that is just putting yourself out there again, dating again, being open to friendships, relationships, whatever the case may be. How do you know you're ready? There is no amount of time because everyone is different. Everyone's healing process is different. Everyone's healing process takes a different amount of time. So this is a question for you to answer for yourself. And you won't truly know until you actually decide to jump back out there and you start to interact with people once again, or you decide to be open to getting to know someone and building a relationship that you will actually know that you have healed based off your reaction to people, whether you are trusting and of people again, and whether you're able to allow yourself to go with the flow, so to speak. There's only so much flow we can go with. You have to set an intention. But yeah, you don't know. I mean, from personal experience, at one point in time, I figured that, okay, everything was good and that, I was healed and I was okay, until I did start to interact with people again, and I realized that I wasn't as trusting as I thought that I was, and I would second guess what was actually going on, and then I found myself where, okay, I had to pull back. And you have to set an intention, and you have to let go, and don't have expectations of people and have expectations of what it's going to look like, opening yourself back up. And nobody is perfect, so you're not going to run into perfect individuals in your mind, that you've set forth in your mind. No, you have to allow people to be themselves, and you handle yourself accordingly. So, I would say that you won't know until you actually begin to interact, and they may still be some things that need some correcting on your part. We're not talking about people. Your energy is your energy, and I believe, what you are, you pull towards you. So if you're in a state of not trusting, you're definitely going to pull those people towards you, because that's where your mind is. And you need to, I'm not going to say you need to, but I've learned that I needed to, set my intentions and just let it be, just allow God to bring forth the people into your life. And no, you don't go out there searching. You live your life to the fullest and find happiness within your life. And relationships, friendships, all those things will come in time. I know that's easier said than done. I understand there are levels to where we are, and yeah, there you have to get past certain points in your life to understanding of your energy, how it flows. You have to learn patience. It is definitely a learned thing. It's not something that happens overnight.
There's a 5-minute
I
slowdown
definitely
in
believe that
0.75
once
miles.
you
You are
reach a
still on the
point in
best
life
route.
where you feel like, I'm not going to let anything bring me down. I'm not going to let anyone bring me down. I'm not going to let anything or doubt, over what you truly feel. So if you're feeling happy about life, you're not going to let not being in a relationship steal that joy or happiness of life from you. If you're in a wonderful job and you love what you do, you're not going to let your relationship at home ruin that happiness of fulfilling your passions in life. We get so narrow-minded sometimes that we lose sight of the bigger picture. And relationships and things that are attached to you can drop off, and you should still be whole within yourself. And if you're not looking at life that way, I challenge you to start looking at life that way. It will make all your attachments but much better once you realize that this person or this thing does not hold my happiness. Like, I am going to be that regardless thereof. So when you do have different situations come up or different issues within your relationships, you're able to handle those because you're not feeling like, okay, this is a means for it all to crumble and fail if this doesn't work out. And that's just not true. That's just your way of thinking, and you have the ability to change your perspective on any issue in your life. And I just challenge you to do that, because once you are able to do that, life becomes lighter, and it doesn't hold you down. When you realize that there's a greater power, and you have power as well, to dictate what you want to see in your life in the moment. And because we're not guaranteed tomorrow, we are guaranteed what has already happened, and the moment that you're in right now, that's the only thing that's guaranteed. So just don't take your life lightly when it comes to different situations, and when it comes to your happiness, and when it comes to what you would deal with and things like that. Don't take it lightly, because it's your moment right now. But yeah, so it's just like, what does it look like? And we can't tell what it's gonna look like once the healing has taken place. We can't say what it's gonna look like, or in 30 days, or in 60 days, or in a year, or in 2 years, from this, what it would look like. Just put in the work. Just focus on yourself and do what it is you need to do. Nobody can give you a outline of the healing process, because all of our journeys are different, and that's a good thing. All we can do is share. You can definitely share, give input based off what you went through. I just feel like life knowledge is much more appealing to me than book knowledge, because you can read in a book and say, okay, well, they said this, and based off your life experiences, you know that, oh, wait a minute, that's not true. It's going to be much more in depth than that. And people say healing, we just feel like, oh yes, this is bliss. But if you've ever been through some hard experiences in your life and you came out on the more positive side, we know that it's not all pretty, and pain hurts at the end of the day, and no one's pain is greater than the others. God gives us our own strength, and one's strength is not the same as another. So we can't decide whose trauma is worse than whose, but I can definitely say, once you come out on the other side, you get through it, and you do what it takes, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many friends are lost, no matter how many times you have to start over from scratch. All of that don't matter. All that matters is that you stand true, and you keep your mental health through it all, because without a sound mind, it's hard to get through anything. Me and my mom always say, long as you can keep your mind through it all, you can start over again. You can make new friends. God will send you another divine partner when the time is right for you. But you definitely need a sound mind. So that is all to say that there is definitely no amount of time that anyone can say that it will take to be healed. And when will you know that you have completed? And you won't know. Healing is a continuous process. I just feel like we are constantly working on ourselves every day. It's not where, okay, you can say, I did this, I did that, I did this, and I am perfect now. Everything is great. In this moment, everything is great. And tomorrow it may be a challenge, but as long as I'm able and capable to, do what I need to do to get over that hurdle or complete that challenge, is everything is about our growth. And once you realize that, you won't be afraid of life, because at some point we do get afraid. You feel like, oh, everything is going good, something is going to happen. But if something has happened before, you know that you can get past the next thing. And that's what it means to have strength, and a knowing that everything is done for my good. All these things are happening for the greatness of me. Life lessons come to make us strong, so that we can grow. And it's unappealing to think of no growth. You just don't want to stay the same and stagnant. And no, we want growth. And in order to experience growth, things have to happen in order for us to jump past hurdles, for us to pass tests, so that we can be the best version of ourselves. And that is self-mastery. You pour into yourself every day, all the time. And we know that we are human. We take days off, we take weeks off. As long as you get back into it, you knowingly, when you're on the road to self-mastery, you know that you're pouring into yourself, you can immediately feel, well, I won't say immediately, after a few days, if you're speaking to someone and you don't feel like that person is bringing anything into your life, like, okay, I don't really like what you're talking about. You're making me thinking about something negative. That's not what I want. And you learn how to handle those situations. You learn how to handle those people. You learn how to transmute that negative energy, and you put your positive stamp on it, and that's just how life goes. And you have better experiences, and you learn how to, even with family, you learn how to take the positive from those family members. They are who they are. You love them for who they are. You cannot change them, but you learn how to only take the positive, and you leave the negative right where it is. And if possible, you throw in some positive so that they can start to think more positive. If you can, it is not your place to try to change anyone. You can only inspire, and if they pick it up, they pick it up, and if they don't, pray for them. So back to healing. We don't know. You do whatever God has placed in your heart to do for you to continuously heal yourself. And when you're strong and you're ready, and you feel like you're healed and you're not in a toxic place, you're ready to not attach, but you're ready to let someone in to your energy, and you do that. And if you feel that it is it's a good place for you, then you continue on. If not, you'll know how to pull back. And when I say there's no time, like, I've been on a journey for years, and once you are so some truth to this is, once you are healed, you no longer are interested in more superficial things. So you will limit the people that you talk to, and I mean, it's just life. When it goes to going out, where less people will appeal to you. Let's just be honest. you'll be able to feel people's energy out if you know what that is, or if you teaching yourself about that. You'll know how to feel people out. And I mean, the honesty of it is that yes, less and less people will be drawn to you, because it's just more toxicity out there than healed. I'm just be honest with you. And yeah, if you're at a point and place in your life where you don't want to deal with that, you're not going to deal with it. And if you're single, you'll be single longer. If you're looking for someone that's balanced and on the same vibration as yourself, which is in a healed state, spiritually balanced, mentally balanced, physically balanced, just you're going to have less interactions. Okay, so it will definitely strengthen your inner being with oneself. You'll have more time to heal. You'll have more time to self-care, because you won't be looking for happiness within people, places, and things. And you'll realize that you're probably more so happy by yourself until that happens for you. And if you're not okay with being alone, it might be rough for you. It might be rough for you until you realize that you need to be in a place of happiness before wanting to be with someone or build relationships and things like that. And that's just the truth of the matter. So if you're a person that's you're trying to make some changes in your life, but you struggle with codependency, meaning attaching yourself to people and feeling like you need a crowd, you need a friend, and if that is codependency, that is feeling like I can't do this alone. If you're having those struggles, I urge you to definitely spend time alone. There is no sugarcoating it. If you're finding yourself always needing a friend and feeling less than when you're not around a friend and those sort of things, or you need a partner to go about life and you don't know how to take care of yourself and pay your bills alone, and you haven't fully grown up, you haven't been independent. And I know I'm falling off topic, but I mean, a lot of people find themselves in that situation once they've been in a relationship for a long time. They left their mom's house, ran into, college, friend pack, ran into relationships, living with someone, and you never taking care of yourself, and you feel like, oh, I can't let this relationship go because
in 2
I
miles,
don't know what I'm going to do.
To take exit 33
You're
for Greenville I-85 North.
And in order to get out of that and learn some independency, you must be by yourself, even if you don't enter into your relationship. I would urge you before getting married to definitely live outside of a home with your partner, so that you don't have this feeling of codependency, meaning that things don't go right in your relationship, you're feeling stuck. No one should feel like that. You should feel like you have all the tools that you need within yourself. Everything you need is within you, outside of anyone.
We found a faster route via I-85 North, which saves 4 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
About the navigation. But yeah. So you all drop some comments down below on what you have done in your healing process. You can even share how long it took, how long you felt it took you to heal. You don't have to put your business out there, but what were some things that you did for yourself? Did you get professional help, therapist, psychiatrist? Did you just pick up some books and read and self-help? Talk to your spiritual advisor, pastor, priest. And how long did it, how long was your healing journey? Or, how many times did you feel like you jumped out there and decided, hey, wait, I'm not ready for this. I'm tripping, so to speak. I need to work on myself a little bit longer, or I have these issues. We all have issues. When a lot of people say healing, you're thinking about, they had to heal from a relationship, or no. We as individuals just, sometimes we have to take a seat back and deal with ourselves. We all have our own issues and flaws, because we have a past and we have a childhood, and it's
Use
not
the right
where
2 lanes to take exit 33.
It's not where some tragic event had to happen in your life. No.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
You can just be healing from your own thought patterns, from the situations that you put yourself in, based off of how you was raised, and based off of how you saw women or men. And we have to relearn some things, just like I stated before. Sometimes we have to relearn some things. Sometimes we did not have the right information, and we build assumptions and on certain subjects, and we build the wrong mindset around certain things, or issues in life, and we have to relearn them based off of who we are today. How you were brought up is
in a 1/4 mile, keep right at the fork.
You're not
Follow
the same
signs
person,
for I-85
okay?
North, Greenville.
So yeah, once again, drop some comments down below. I'm going to end it here. I know I rambled on a bit. Just trying to stay consistent in these discussions.
Keep right at the
Until
fork.
next video, you all have